Hiya Cole, great to meet up with you again yesterday and do some further work on your swing. Just to recap on the two key areas that we discussed. The first was the movement of the left shoulder and the effect it has on the overall look of your golf swing. When we look at you from down the line at the start of your session, we can see that initially the club stays on the line for a little bit too long. Arms are struggling. You mentioned that you were struggling to get the arms in and feel like you're in a position to hit it, because when the arms were working in, you were getting very flat and too much around yourself. Well, if we take a little look at you at what we called P3 yesterday, about that third position back in the swing, round about chest height, what we're starting to see here is that the shoulders are clearly not turned at 90 degrees to the spine angle. So basically we're not left tilting enough. So the left shoulder needs to consistently move down and across, and when we see a player who takes it outside the line, usually gaining a little bit of height, we're going to see a club staying on the line for too long as the arms stay out in front of you, and then the left shoulder is going to level out. So at this position here now, we've got a relatively flat shoulder turn, and then we're going to have to swing to the top by picking it up with the arms. So we're best explaining or describing that position at the top can best be described as having relatively flat shoulders and steep arms. Now that means we've got to synchronise a lot of things in the downswing in order for us to have any success at applying the club properly to the back of the ball. If we take a little look at you here down the line, now what I've done here is I've introduced myself into the equation, and I'm going to try and encourage your left shoulder to work down a little bit more. So I'm going to, as where left shoulder works down, we can see now that the shoulders, remember what we're trying to do with stack and tilt, we're trying to turn the shoulders on a circle on a tilted plane around a fixed point. So we can see there now that the shoulders are 90 degrees to the spine angle at address. That left shoulder has tilted down a little bit more, so we've got more tilt down towards the ball here than we have here. We're not quite as inclined towards the ball at that point because the left shoulders work too level. The arms have naturally now started to work in, so as we left tilt, as we work that left shoulder down, we can see the arms are taken in. The shaft of the club sets that little bit more upright than what we were seeing at the start of your session. So a slightly more upright shaft plane. And now we can get to the top by continuing to turn rather than lifting the arms. So you can see they're a lot more tight, a lot more compact look, albeit a little bit short at that point, but certainly a steeper shoulder pitch at that 3/4 way back position. Now the drill that we gave you, and this is going to give you the look that you're after long term. We've got the basket here with the open end pointing out in front of us, arms hanging comfortably within dress posture. We're going to work the left shoulder down, so the first move is left tilt. Let's put some lines on the screen for you now. There's the 90 degrees to the spine that we're looking at. So the first move with the basket is to left tilt. You can see there as you left tilt, the arms working nicely. Left tilt. And the feeling that we're looking for now is the arms to gradually rotate and stay working on a circle like the body's trying to do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to feel, if that basket was full of range balls, we'd want to throw it behind us into this area somewhere. So we're going to left tilt on the way back, and then we're going to try and throw the balls behind us to complete the backswing. You can see when we do that, we get a much more sort of one plane look without being too flat. So what we've got here now, and I'm just going to run that back a little bit. If we look at it at, say, that point, we've got steep shoulders and deep arms. So what we've got is a very similar looking swing plane to what we had at the start of your session, but instead of achieving it by turning the shoulders flat and lifting the arms to the top, we've now got the arms and the shoulders in a very similar position, but because the shoulder pitch is steeper, the swing plane looks the same. So we're looking for steep shoulders and deep arms ultimately. Now if I just keep that footage on for you there now and get Charlie Wee up at the side of you just to illustrate how this drill is going to work and the overall look it gives you. It's going to explain a lot in regards to stack and tilt. Very good exercise that you can do at home, in between shots on the range, and even in a tournament, mid-round, just trying to fill in some time, or if you lose that feeling that you sometimes get when you're out on the golf course. I'm just going to take you back down to the setup position. So from your setup, first move is to left tilt. We then compare that to what we see Charlie doing. First move, left tilt, and then from there we're going to throw the balls behind us, so there's a rotation of the forearms as the arms trace the body on the way back, and then we follow Charlie up to the top. You can see there now a very, very similar looking position. So you can work on those two key thoughts, left shoulder down, and feel like you're going to throw the balls behind you in regards to your full swing, and getting the swing more on plane, more around your body. That would help tremendously. And also, if you want to increase the speed, like I said, spend a little bit of time hitting some shots, full swings, cutting the finish off at chest height. As the body slows down, the arms speed up, and it just gets you acquainted to generating a little bit more speed whilst using a stack and tilt swing. Good luck with it, and I shall be in touch very shortly regarding your next appointment, and I'll also get in touch with Kev and arrange to hook up with him and yourself at some point to discuss the mobility issues that we may be finding in your swing. Good luck with it, Cole. Great to see you again, and hope the season goes very, very well indeed.